Hello, I'm Pete Cantu. I'm the mayor of Plainsboro Township, and I want to welcome you to the second in a series of Spotlight specials focusing on the business community in Plainsboro Township. Today we're at the Tre Piani Restaurant in the Princeton Forrestal Village, and I have with me Jim Weaver, who's the owner and operator of this restaurant. Jim has been in this community for a long time, and I think he can give us some very good information on the center and what's here today. Maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about your history here in the center, Princeton Forrestal Village.
Sure, yeah, thank you. Tre Piani's been here for it'll be 14 years this year, actually, next month, and it's been an interesting ride. I started on, I was just the chef, and that was it, and shortly thereafter became a partner in the restaurant, and then in about 2005 bought out the general partner and brought in some other people, and then we expanded, and now it's just my wife and I are the sole proprietors of the restaurant. And but over the years, I mean, we certainly have developed a lot of friendships, both personal, friends of ours that are customers now that come in as regulars, and different companies and whatnot. And it's ever changing, but still we have a lot of people that have been here with us from day one, including staff members, which is a great thing.
Jim, as you know, the center's been around for, I guess it's close to 25 years now.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been quite a while. I was here when it started.
I know.
It's gone through a number of iterations. But you've had a 14-year history, as you say, here in the center. You must have seen a lot of changes in those 14 years. Could you talk a little bit about what's happened here?
Well, I mean, the Forrestal Village has always been kind of a place in search of an identity, so to speak, and I always think it was kind of a victim of some bad timing over the year historically, whether it was the dot-coms or the recession in the late 80s that hit just shortly after it opened, and so it's been a tough time. But overall, I've felt my business has been pretty consistent because the business in this area has been consistent, and the Route 1 corridor, which Plainsboro spans both sides of, has really been instrumental in helping me maintain some consistency here. And we have some new ownership here now as well that is doing the right thing. I think they're talking about doing the right thing and trying to get things on track here, kind of in tandem with the medical things that are going on in the area and the pharmaceutical companies that are here.
There's a lot of activity happening in the region, in Plainsboro specifically. As you mentioned, the advent of new hospital facilities, a lot of medical interest in that because of the location of the new hospital. But Princeton Forrestal Village has always kind of, you've heard people it's suffered to some extent from the fact that it's off of Route 1, it's not visible. Before I came here today, I had an opportunity to review all of the things that are here, and it's amazing when you look at the collection of things that are here in Princeton Forrestal Village.
Yeah, it really is.
And one of the things that we're trying to emphasize is to let people know what's here, so that they can avail themselves of what we think are a lot of opportunities for shopping, restaurants, and the like. Can you talk a little bit about some of the things that are here in Princeton Forrestal Village?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, I mean, as far as the Forrestal Village goes and the visibility goes, that has been an issue. However, it also has the best access and the most free and ample parking up and down the Route 1 corridor. So from that standpoint, it's also it's very accessible from the back of or not just Route 1, but out into Rocky Hill and Montgomery and Princeton Township are all it's very easy to get here. So from that standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. Some of the shop owners have done pretty well. Lux Home, for instance, down in the corner, used to be down on Palmer Square. And he prefers it here because the people that are coming here because they're coming to shop at his store, not because they're just coming to browse around.
A destination for folks.
Exactly. And
I asked about that. Particularly with Lux, I was here when they opened the facility, and a couple of years ago, I guess it was, and I was curious about that, and that's the response I got. Exactly what you're saying is they saw themselves as a destination. They brought a lot of customers and clients that they had in their former location with them. But that's just one example. I mean, the design of this center has always been, it's been a good design. It has ample parking. And once people understand, I think, what's here, I think they tend to come back and avail themselves of some of the things and opportunities that are here. There's a number of restaurants here. I know you're one, and I don't want to lead you into talking about other restaurants.
It's fine.
Maybe you could expand on some of the eating opportunities that are here in the center.
Well, there's probably a lot more than people realize. It's hard to see them all from one vantage point once you're in the village, but there's 4 liquor licenses actually in the village. You know, there's here Tre Piani and Tre Bar, which is attached. And then we've got the Salt Creek Grill that opened several years ago, the Ruth Chris Steakhouse, which opened about 2 years ago, and in the Weston they have a restaurant and a bar as well. And on top of that, there's the whole food court that used to be where the Cantu Fitness is now, but that's now down in this building. It's a little bit smaller, but there's 4 or 5 places down there as well to get something to eat. There's a chocolatier that just opened up in the village. Her specialty is more of a retail and gift kind of a business rather than a place to go in, but she offers classes and things like that, and she's very talented, and so that's an interesting thing as well.
I know I'm a frequent customer of the Monday Morning Flowers,
Sure.
which is located
Oh,
here,
yeah.
and they seem to be doing quite well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's those kind of things that people are not aware of. Those opportunities exist. I was here a couple of months ago to cut the ribbon on a new clothing store. Mario's, I think.
Mario's,
called,
right? Yeah.
Store. So there's really a lot of opportunities here that people need to be aware of, I think.
Yeah.
How's your relationships generally been with the community? Do you draw a lot of business from the community?
Yeah, I mean, you know, my philosophy has always been about community, and I embrace the community on a lot of levels. You know, I'm a big advocate of shopping locally and purchasing locally, and I started the whole slow food movement in New Jersey. In fact, I have a book coming out later this year for Rutgers University Press about, you know, my whole journey with that. So I'm excited for that.
Well, you've been featured in a lot of a lot of magazine articles too,
Yeah.
as a result of that effort, I know.
Yeah, but you know, it was really a passion from my heart. It was something that I believed in, and you know, I mean, I'm a chef first. I'm a business owner second. The way I look at it, and my mission, my responsibility as a chef is to bring the best food I can to the table, and if I can get it locally, that's the best place to get it.
There's some other exciting things that are here, present here. We have, I was here a number of years ago, I think even prior to the opening, to talk about the Koi Spa and Fitness facility that's here. That is also drawing, I think, some folks into the center here. Is it not?
Oh, absolutely it is. It's I mean, there's people in and out of there all day, and I mean, they're right across the patio from me, which is a nice thing because everybody that walks in and walks out sees Tre Piani. So
Beautiful facility. It really
oh,
is
it's
a
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
facility.
Yeah.
The other thing is that's here that's a little, I guess, separate from the normal business is you have some educational facilities here, which
Yep.
we're very proud
Yep.
of. I know the Harmony School has recently moved into a new facility here, and that was done to accommodate a new facility for the Eden Institute, which
Sure.
is here.
Yeah.
And Eden is an educational facility for children with autism, and they do wonderful work, and they're under construction now, I understand. Have you been, you've dealt with them at all?
Well, I have a little bit. Tom McCool is, I guess he's the chairman of the president of Eden, and has done a wonderful job. And I mean, it's really a world-class facility that is going to be coming here. It's worldwide known, and I have actually some friends that have some children that have either gone to or attending Eden now, and they're very happy that it's there.
They provide
So,
a very valuable
important part of the
educational
community.
service.
Yes.
They do. I was here in the summertime to shoot off the gun for the Eden Run.
Right,
They
right.
put me up on a ladder. I guess the challenge I had was make sure I didn't fall off the ladder when I fired the gun. But they had hundreds of people here to
Right.
support it. Very enthusiastic, and the parents really, I know, appreciate the kind of services that are offered by that. We're very proud to have them here, and they're coming to the community soon.
Yep.
So
Well, it's-
very pleased about that.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than their old facility was, so it's
It's
gonna be
bigger,
great.
and I know it's going to be a wonderful facility
Yeah,
for that,
yeah.
that program. That's great. Anything else you want to talk about as far as the center is concerned?
Well, hey, I mean, I think we're just looking for the future now. I think, I mean, this recession has put a hurting on a lot of businesses,
Yes, it has.
including me, and it's been difficult. And you know, I say to people, you know, when I was a kid, I went to survival camp, and that was a lot easier. But
I'm optimistic. I think we're seeing, you know, we're beginning to see some signs of
Absolutely.
turnaround. And
Absolutely.
I think one of the reasons we're doing this, these specials on the business community, is to try to make people aware of what's here and to do what we can to help promote the businesses within the community. Because I, like you, we feel very committed to Plainsboro
Yeah,
and to the
absolutely.
business community as well as the residential community here. So the more our residents know, the more they'll be able to have an opportunity to take advantage of the business community that exists in Plainsboro.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of wonderful people here doing a lot of good things, and including yourself. Over these years,
thank
you've
you.
done an amazing job of building this community, and as a business owner, I respect and appreciate that.
We appreciate it. We want to do even more. So whatever we can do to help and advance the business of Plainsboro, we're prepared to do. So I want to thank you for being with us today. Jim, it's been great being here in Princeton Forrestal Village. And I look forward to coming back again, and I'm here frequently shopping, as a matter of fact. So I want to thank you for joining us today on this Spotlight Special. I look forward to seeing you again at future Spotlight Specials, so thank you very much.